Hi Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, and those of you cross-watching, welcome to your Tarot Love Messages. Today we're going to take a look at and see what is going on with your person during this no contact, no communication period. Why is it that they've suddenly gone cold or distant towards you? Why are they acting weird lately? There's going to be a part 2 to this reading as well, and in part 2 we're going to dive deeper into those messages. It's also going to be sort of like a continuation on from part 1. The extension link to part 2 of the reading is going to be made available just below the video here. Excuse me. For those of you that are also interested in a personalized tarot reading with myself, please feel free to reach out and inquire. My email address is also going to be made available just below the video. Okay, what's going on with your person here? Your person feels things very deeply. You might be dealing with a water sign, okay, a strong earth energy or fire energy is coming up as well. It could be a air sign as well, but I'm picking up that they feel things quite deeply. And because they do, I feel like this is someone who does have some very strong emotional armor on, and this is someone who has some very tall boundaries, okay, some very high walls that they've built up, because it feels like this individual has been hurt before. They have been hurt in the past. They've had their heart broken, they've had their trust broken. They do love madly and deeply, but they're very careful and very selective about whom to give their heart away to, because in the past it feels like, you know, they've made mistakes, they've given their love to the wrong person, or they've placed their trust in the wrong person, and they're so scared for history to repeat itself. And this is why, you know, they have their walls up so high. They don't want anyone to just take advantage of it, of them. See, with the King of Chalices here, it just feels like the reason why I feel like he's shown up here, because it feels like your person here is, he or she is very concentrated on what's going on between, for instance, okay, they really concentrate on what's going on between you and them, okay? So even if you guys are experiencing a bit of a no contact, no communication, or a bit of a discord or disconnect, this person is still open to their emotions. This person is still open to what the two of you have. It feels like they're trying to, there could be personal things that are going on with this person, but it feels like they're trying to balance a whole heap of emotions, and they're trying to maintain their cool. I'm also seeing that they're turning to some creative outlets. So it could be writing, painting, or drawing to sort of express some of this really overwhelming emotion. So it just, so that their feelings don't allow to get the better of them, because this is someone who I feel like does feel things deeply, and as a result they've found an outlet of some sort to allow them to channel some of that expression and some of that creativity here. I feel like they're being challenged personally in their lives right now, so they could be going through some things. There could be some emotional triggers or some emotional traumas here that have resurfaced for this person. But I do see them as being quite mature enough to handle what it is that they're going through. But they just might need some time and space to do that. It feels like he or she is quite level-headed, and they are in control of their emotions. But you don't want to come on too strong, so much so as to suffocate them. So give them the time, give them the space to work through whatever it is that they're going through. They're going to stay true to their emotions. They won't forget about you, okay? They haven't forgotten about you, and they haven't forgotten about, you know, what the two of you share. So just give them time to work things out. It feels like they're trying to assess something here logically rather than emotionally, because it feels like they have a lot of emotions, and you know, they're oftentimes they draw upon their emotions and their intuition, but it feels like right now they're trying to manage a situation logically. They're missing you. And maybe, you know, with the Six of Cups, it's a good idea that you do give them a little bit of time and space to miss you, because it does feel like this person is... They have been thinking about you and they've been missing you. They've been revisiting the past with the Six of Cups. So it's interesting, because I think maybe in revisiting the past, it could have brought up some personal trauma or childhood memories for them. That could have resurfaced, and as a result, you know, it just might have brought back some memories, some feelings. And so what's going on with them is personal, but it's also affecting your relationship with this person, because, you know, they're going through a whole heap of emotions. It could also be that something you might have said or something you've done has caused them to revisit a past memory or a past hurt of some sort. They might be revisiting the past with you. They might be looking back through all the photos and all the memories that the two of you created together, and, you know, simply revisiting them in their mind here. And they might want to travel back to a time when things were a lot simpler and a lot happier between the two of you. I do feel like this person wants to reconnect with you, reunite with you, and I do feel like this person is going to show up again. If they've ghosted you, I do feel like the ghost will return here. If this is someone who's pulled away or distanced themselves, I do see this lover showing up again. And I also see that them re-emerging into your life is going to bring a sense of happiness and joy, because the two of you are going to do a lot of reminiscing together. You have a lot of history together. You've created a lot of memories. Even if it was like a really, if the two of you haven't known each other very long, the impression that you've impressed upon each other has been quite strong, hasn't it? There's going to be a lot of contact, a lot of communication here with this person. If some of you are doing long distance, then I feel like this person might even be traveling from another city, state, or even country to see you, to get closer to you, in order to make that reconnection happen. But again, the purpose of this is to make things better, or the purpose of this is to go back to a time when things were a lot more simpler here. Someone wants to turn over a new leaf and start fresh, but they want to do it from a positive place, and that's very important to this person. They might take you to a place where you had your first date, or to a place where the both of you can really get in touch with your inner child, so like a theme park, like Disneyland or anything like that. I'm also seeing that your person feels as though your energies play very well together. They want to fix things, they want to make things better, they want to start fresh. They're working on themselves. I feel like they're working on... I'm also seeing them being very busy, but at the same time, they're not forgetting, you know, to do some self-development and to do some self-improvement. So they're trying to work through some things. I also feel like they want to work on this situation between you. They want to build on this connection. There's going to be... Right now, there's a bit of a misalignment in your connection. But once the two of you come back into alignment, into vibrational frequency with one another, I do see there being a lot of contact, a lot of communication, a lot of progress, forward momentum here. A lot of laughing, learning, growing together, spending time together. I also want to say that this person has a bit of a tendency to pull away, okay? And you might already know this. So when things get a little bit turbulent in their lives, or things get turbulent between the two of you, this person doesn't want to cause any more tension, so this is why they pull away. And it might work, okay? Maybe they need some time to cool off. Maybe they don't want to, you know, add any more tension and stress to the connection, and that's why they do it. But I'm seeing that this is something that they're quite accustomed to and have been doing for quite some time. It's quite repetitive, or has become a bit of a routine. Maybe they feel as though your relationship, your connection has become a little bit too, you know, too repetitive here. And maybe they feel like the two of you need to, you know, go back to the honeymoon phase of the relationship, or go back to things when you weren't putting so much pressure on each other and onto this connection. Your person does have to, they know that they have to work on themselves, especially, you know, the whole aspect of them letting you in. They are invested in you, they are invested in this connection, but I do see them being a little bit closed off, a little bit guarded, a little bit scared. So they know that they have to work on themselves. They're aware of it, and I think it's something that they are wanting to work on. It's something that they are wanting to work through. Okay, so in part 2 of the reading here, guys, we're going to explore when they'll be reaching out and they'll be coming back into your life, because I do see that very strongly for you. And, you know, what is it, some of this work that they've been doing on themselves? And will you get to see more of their vulnerable side? When will they finally let their guard down and actually let you in? Because they have a lot of love to give, which is why I feel like they're protecting that. They know that they have a lot of love to give, which is why they don't just go around, you know, giving themselves so easily just to anybody. So we'll see, when are they finally going to let you in. So follow me to part 2 of the reading via the extension link below.